Your jaw is holding a meeting your mouth never scheduled, and everyone is invited except you. If you've been in a tense relational moment recently, or you're in one right now, I want you to do something before we even start today. Drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Notice what just released. That's where we're beginning. Welcome to Raw Regulation, the daily somatic practice series inside the Regulated Life podcast. I'm Erica Carter-Folk, and these episodes exist for one reason: to give your body a direct, accessible, real-time intervention you can use the next time your nervous system starts running in protection mode. Today's tool is the jaw release, and I'm dedicating this one specifically to two of our Sentry Archetypes, the Armored and the Appeaser, because these two patterns, despite looking completely different on the outside, share something remarkably similar in the body. They both lock into the jaw. Let's talk about why. The masseter muscle, the large muscle on either side of your jaw, is one of the strongest muscles in the human body relative to its size. And it is also one of the primary storage sites for unexpressed relational tension. Dr. Peter Levine's work in Somatic Experiencing identified the jaw as a key location for what he calls incomplete defensive response, the muscular activation that the body initiates in moments of perceived threat but never fully discharges. When fight or flight fires and neither fight nor flight is available or safe, the body holds the activation in the musculature. The jaw braces. The suboccipital muscle at the base of the skull tightens. The shoulders climb toward the ears. And here's what matters for our two archetypes today. The armored sentry braces in the jaw as a containment strategy. The jaw lock is the body's way of holding the perimeter, keeping everything inside controlled, managed, performed. The armored person doesn't just suppress emotion mentally, they suppress it structurally. Their body is doing the work of suppression at the level of tissue. The appeaser sentry braces in the jaw for a completely different reason, and this one's heartbreaking when you really sit with it. The appeaser's jaw locks to hold back the truth, the words that aren't safe to say, the no that the room isn't ready to receive, the need that the nervous system has decided will cost too much to express. The appeaser's jaw is basically a holding cell for every "actually I disagree" that never made it out alive. We're releasing the inmates today. Two different reasons, the same physical location, the same physiological cost. Which, if you've ever wondered why you wake up with a headache after a conversation that was supposedly fine, now you know. When the masseter is chronically braced, it doesn't just create physical tension, jaw pain, headaches, disrupted sleep, teeth grinding. It signals to the entire nervous system that a threat is ongoing. The body cannot distinguish between "I am bracing because something dangerous is happening right now" and "I'm chronically braced because I haven't learned how to release this." It reads the tension as ongoing danger. It maintains the alert state accordingly. You cannot talk your way out of a jaw that is holding a defensive perimeter. You have to work with the tissue directly. And that's what we're doing today. I want you to think about the last conversation that felt difficult. Maybe it was a conflict. Maybe it was a moment where something needed to be said and wasn't. Maybe it was a negotiation at work, at home, with a family member, where the stakes felt high and you were managing yourself very carefully. Can you feel where your body went in that moment? For a lot of armored people, it's a general tightening, a full body composure performance that the jaw anchors. The whole suit goes on at once, and the jaw is the buckle. For appeasers, it might be more specific. That feeling of words collecting in your throat, your jaw closing around them, the smile or the nod that happened while your body was silently screaming something different inside. You smiled, you nodded, you said, "No, it's totally fine." And somewhere in your masseter muscle, the truth was just sitting there, waiting. Neither of those responses is weakness. Neither of them is dysfunction. They are the body doing exactly what it learned to do in conditions where a different response felt too costly. But the cost of holding that pattern in your body over time, in chronic pain, in emotional flatness, in the relational distance it creates, that cost is real. And you don't have to keep paying it. This is what we're releasing today. Okay, find a comfortable position. You can be sitting, standing, wherever you are right now, it's fine. If you're driving, you can absolutely do this. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, jaw doing the work. I want you to start by simply noticing your jaw. Not changing it yet, just noticing. Is there contact between your upper and lower teeth? Most people who are chronically braced our teeth are together more often than they should be. Your teeth are not meant to be touching unless you are actively chewing something. That's how common this is. Is your tongue pressed against the roof of your mouth? This is another holding pattern. The body using the tongue as a brace against what wants to come out. Just notice. No judgment. This is information. Now, slowly, gently, drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let it rest on the floor of your mouth. Soft, heavy, relaxed. As you do that, let your lower jaw unhinge slightly downward. Not wide open, just a small separation, creating actual physical space between your back teeth. Inhale slowly through your nose, 4 counts. And on the exhale, let it out through an open mouth, a quiet, slow sigh. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears as you exhale. Again, inhale through the nose 4 counts. Exhale, open mouth, quiet sigh, shoulders drop. One more time. And this time, as you exhale, I want you to very gently move your lower jaw, just slightly side to side. Small movement, like you're releasing the last bit of tension from the hinge that's been stuck, because it has been, possibly for years. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale, moving that jaw. Good. That space you just created, that's not just physical space between your teeth. And that is your nervous system receiving the signal that the threat state can begin to release. The masseter is directly wired into your autonomic nervous system. When you release the jaw consciously, you're sending a bottom-up signal, body to brain, that the defensive perimeter is no longer required. Your brain did not give your body permission to relax. Your body gave your brain permission. Let's do one more round, this time without my guidance. Just breathe in through the nose at whatever pace feels natural, and breathe out through an open mouth with the jaw released and soft. Notice what's different now in your face, in your neck, in your shoulders. The jaw release is a tool you can use anywhere: in your car before a difficult conversation, in the bathroom at work when your meeting went sideways, in bed at 2 a.m. when your nervous system is still running the argument from 6 p.m. You do not need to understand everything about your pattern to use this. You just need to notice the jaw is braced and choose to release it. For the armored among us, releasing the jaw is not releasing control. It is releasing the cost of performing control. Your competence does not live in your masseter muscle. You can let the armor breathe without letting the whole suit fall off. I promise, the suit stays on. We're just loosening the collar. For the appeaser, the words you've been holding in your jaw, you don't have to say them all today, but you can stop paying with your body for the words you haven't said yet. The truth deserves better storage than your masseter muscle. If you want to understand more about which Sentry archetype is running your relational patterns and what your specific physiological signature looks like, the free relational nervous system quiz is at mind-fusion.com/quiz. And I'll see you tomorrow. Wednesday's tool is the circulation breath, and we're going deep into what happens when your nervous system floods. Welcome to the regulation era.